and Race have been taken out from this round. But we can see here that Silas trying to find his target there. He is right inside. They know he's there, but they can't do anything. They can't find the right angle. He is still alive. We only about 10% don't have that Silas. He can't go right in front. Look, he'll be caught up here. Another team waiting right in front. But he tries to take that risk, and he managed to get that one knockdown. And Silas takes out eye shots from Team Secret.
Not just that, he got himself quite a decent upgrade of loot just now. Yuhai, he cannot help his teammate even though he's far apart. They are very segregated for the Team Secret side. And Alpha 7 out in the open. Navi has the compound for themselves, but a couple of members being knocked out. And block players start to move. And ROG behind them. 4 a.m. now will approach as well. But Nova is they almost lost Boy, but they managed to revive him. But Boy, he's too cool with a lot of taps, a lot of pressure coming out. It's already exploding for the data. He needs to crouch down. He has nowhere to go. You only have that data to actually take covers. But this is an open field, too much of a plain, very plain field. And hopefully he gets frozen. Will be a Kobe. Kobe's got shots all angles. It's in the middle of a street. How did he survive this long?
How did he survive it? Oh, wait, what? 4 a.m. They've been eliminated at 13 plays. My goodness, that's a story that people wouldn't expect. But then again, this PUBG Mobile, anything can happen. Exa at the same time been knocked down in another angle. And Ernie as well has been taken out through an explosion. Ernie has been finished off by Old Boy. So Navi securing another kill for their team. But Jari has been taken out by Beer and Paraboy. Guess what, another angle. And look at this ROG. Athena is out at 12th place. The Killfish just running nuts here, Choo Choo.
Is just slay party and massacres coming out. Look at the southern side of the circle. Too many colors, too many teams are actually occupying this area. We're talking about one team taken down by the other team. It's fighting against another different team. Now the match tries to get down power for the eye. And there you go, he finally secures one. He tries to get one more. DD20, one of the hardest free call for you to shoot at a very long distance, but he managed to control the barrels so well, control the recoil at his best. But Alpha 7 is just across them. And they are not taking the fight with what's in front. They're taking the fight with the furthest, and the furthest one is actually now by the Wagner actually trying to find one more with the AK right now on the side of Nova. They are the one that actually in the middle of all the teams outside. Couldn't have power frozen, try to help his teams. Only have a couple of things to actually take covers from. No vegetation in between. Only one vehicle to stand in the way from their opponents. While Team Secret G still have a lot of members alive and well. We're talking about all these teams we are watching right now, not in the middle of a circle. So like it or not, you have only 20 seconds to think about their survival next.
Oh, looks like he's been knocked down by Cool Boy. Can he continue to survive this? Can his teammates actually picking up? Gonzo, unfortunately, will be out. Cool Boy finishing out and a grenade kill by Cool Boy. Another tapping. Oh my goodness. Such a good tap here. Taking Frozen now, and Frozen looks like he'll be freezing back into the lobby.
XLR really... Oh boy, getting that free kills. Now Navi stands in top 10. We have 10 teams, 24 players still. While Silas did the Atlantic, he's still in the small rush in the middle of nowhere. And nothing to get rush in. They did the Athletics place themselves at top 10. They were number 1. But now he had the hot chip based on the position that he got himself into. Alpha 7 fight against Navi while Team Secret try to stay in this hut, getting themselves the loot at top 2. That's what more at first place. Eliminated next at 9 plays.
On a hardship of the charts, it could possibly happen here, Choo Choo. And now, Secret Gen, they managed to get into the circle, and they have a full squad together with Footballist. Footballist at the second last place, but now they still have a full squad towards the later stage of the game. Alpha 7, looks like they need to get out of this. They are playing by the edge of the zone. Can they actually find a way to get in there? But Navi is probably going to stop them from moving anywhere further. But in front of them, Footballist is winning. Whoa! What a name there! Taking a Matic as well as Ziggs!
That mafioso grenade is just really in the back for them, and Matic got knocked out. 2 of them actually. Alpha 7, I'm surprised he didn't rush in to get in for the kill, but they are waiting for because there's something stuck in between the tunnel. It's gonna be a vehicle, so that's why they haven't rushed in. That's what they finish up. What happened? Alpha 7 can't face move, and instead of Navi, wipe the floor clean out of Alpha 7 Spain, and footballs will be the next contenders for Navi next.
What happened indeed? They had the upper hand. They had the first grenade knock. But then again, well, they weren't ready for the onslaught coming in from Navi. But now that means Navi managed to get into the zone. And now the next zone will favor home. We'll need to wait and see here, ladies and gentlemen. But Navi, at least they are in a really, really good position together with Footballers. And now Kangzo have been taken out by Lutz. What a great play there. And the circle favors Footballers a little bit more. Circle loves them more, Choo Choo.
This pits off drain is just really a good play from Lutz. Just pick and shoot every single time you do that. He does that. He gets one. And now probably gonna get two. While Footballers, oh, this is not too careful for Navi. Oh my god, Nate down by Lovazin. They are doing the same tactic they fighting against Alpha 7 just now. And they are doing it quite fast. Footballers, Lovazin trying to rush into Navi, but there's too much smoke. Too thick for them to go through, so they have to play it quite safe. On the side of Nova, XQF, Jimmy, the only remaining survivor for his team, trying to buy the time as much as possible. We only have 5 teams left. The ball is on the state of their own medicine. Kopai taking one down with that grenade, and Kopai landing one more, hoping it will just pin them down in the head. It's a bugger for them, but it's gonna be the end for XQF4. Now Footballers still have Lutz on their side. Soul K screaming for aim, but nobody can reach him. He's trying to revive, but Magic will rush him for now. He's trying to get advantage. Well, Magic also kind of busy with whatever the shots coming out from outside. It's gonna be Team Suka Jin trying to find a victim for themselves, while Kopai and the rest of Ultra A, they only have 2 of them, but they are playing this very intelligently, very deep.
Absolutely, timing is just great here for Navi. And while they move in, they try to take a couple of knocks on the left and right. At the same time, you can see that old boy take out Kopai and TT. Looks like he's been taken out. PW 888 will be eliminated at 4th place, Choo Choo.
Oh no, it's not done yet. Navi still fighting against Footballers. This is the longest, I say, duel between these two teams. They have been competing against each other in this area, in this compound for such a long time. And they are the ones that have been staying down here forever. Team Secret Gene, the only team that's not inside the drainage for now. But in the meantime, we do have to wait for the 8th circle. The 8th circle will determine who will be favored as the winner. And it's going to be, oh boy, Pruning, crouching, almost no wipe. Oh my goodness, the nades are real. Pinning them down, pressuring at that corner so hard they cannot even pick up. But they're gonna return the favor here. But it will not be that much yet. Oh, never mind me.
It's okay. My goodness, okay. Managed to get another one knocked down here. Oh, Lutz. He's been knocked down by oh boy, Navi. Now have the upper hand. From the other side, the drainage, he managed to push himself into the other side where Footballers hang on to it first. But now, Navi, 2v1, they're going to rush in. And oh boy, now at the forefront here, they can see that one person right in front is coming out here for no boy. And look at this, Navi managed to be the king of the drainage area. My goodness, what an amazing play by Navi.
I have to give credit how Navi suppresses Footballers to stay in that corner forever. Well, now it's next contender. The last one for them to take down 2v3 here. Very romantic. 666. Can he stay alive? Can he stay down? Or should he just sacrifice himself for the sake of position? 2v3. And the higher ground, but it's not enough. This covers this barrier they have. Their fortress for Navi is strong. They have 4 walls backed up for them. But Navi, in the meantime, will not be favored by the circle. Team Secret Gene will be inside of a sacrifice. Open plane! It's 1v1! And now Oboy is standing up as well. It's 2v1 Navi! This is the time they should just pop themselves out of from drainage and just get that one particular person. Team Secret Gene, Kengzo, expose himself. He got fished out. It's gonna be Oboy versus Kengzo. It's man to man now.
Oh boy, what's this Kengzo? And now, oh boy, with that smart flanking, now Kengzo, and oh boy, secures it! Winner, chicken dinner for Navi, ladies and gentlemen, with 13 kills for Navi in there. Chicken dinner today, wow! My goodness, Choo Choo. Their journey from outside the circle, coming in through the drainage, they eliminated at least 2 squads and they eliminated Secret Jin towards the end to secure that winner chicken dinner. What a play from Navi!
I have to say that was actually anybody's game. You saw how actually he shot down Old Boy to the last tick of health just now. If Old Boy got knocked down first, that was literally slither of health. I don't think even 1 HP at that point. Probably half 0.1 HP percent of what he has left. And he got really lucky. I'm not sure if that's lucky or just but that was crazy ending, crazy clutch coming out from Navi, fighting against footballers, fighting so many teams inside of that drainage, and they got themselves so many kills with fighting against Paul Triple 8 from behind as well. But Nova SQF, they started off very aggressive at first, saying good for Bigatron, but things didn't turn out too well for this used to be world champions. But we're back to the highlight for now. If you guys missed the first game of day 2, Cloud, we're back.
Yep, and definitely we're back. So what an action just now from Navi, like I say, and this is the highlights from the previous round. Of course, we can see Abrupt Slayers here just taking advantage of everything. But I must comment again. One thing is about Navi's journey in the drainage. Second thing is about Old Boy going for the flag. And Secret Jit not knowing that Old Boy was there. I kind of wonder how he actually sneaked up onto them and managed to sneak up and managed to get the first knockdown and then the second knockdown, and then after that they just went all the way from there. But of course, that last moment where it's 1v1, it's the last tick of health. But it's that flanking that came out from Old Boy. Man, that was so good towards the end, Choo Choo.
I have to agree. They were fighting 2v3, 2v4 all the way just now, with 2 of them being knocked down at first by Alpha 7, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm surprised Alpha 7 didn't go and rush them in. They got the high advantage. They got the advantage by getting that Kobe grenade, dropping 2 members of them being wiped out earlier. But he's great, Kopai. You have to give credit for him as well, because he's been aiding indirectly towards Team Navi just now with pressuring and suppressing side of footballers. They thought they were okay at first, nobody spotted them out, but footballers, they've been suppressed so hard by Navi that they cannot get out from the angle. They only have that UAT to take covers from, and the rest was history. Kango, the last member, you look at this. I think he was using a shotgun against Navi player just now, but I have to give credit for Kenzo. He tried so hard to survive till the end of it. It was 2v3, but Navi still got the chicken in the back.
Yeah, Navi still get the chicken in the back. I would have said it wasn't an easy chicken, especially, really. And also for that final moment against Secret Jin, it wasn't an easy chicken as well. Secret Jin, they could have won it if they noticed Old Boy was trying to flag them. But nevertheless, Old Boy, somehow he had some magic invisible cloak that he used, and somehow he managed to sneak up onto them and get that few knocks. And at the end of the day, they won it, but it still wasn't an easy win. But again, congratulations to Navi opening day 2 with a winner chicken dinner in Erangel. So now, will it be a hard shift? We'll need to wait and see. Will everything start to shift in the chart, because we also need to tabulate the points for the kill scores as well. But what I can say, with a couple of fan favorite teams falling out a little bit early in this game number 1, it could be a hard shift day, Choo Choo.
That's very true, and I'm surprised how day 1 teams been taken down so fast, very fast. I'm talking about them being the bottom 16, most of them, including 4 AM, plays themselves at top 10 there, and not even top 5. And we're expecting them to be more aggressive on day 2, but apparently some teams just stay quiet in day 1 and just learn everything by, basically they are learning it they're not showing too much strategy in the first day. They just playing it quiet, playing it low, just to make sure they can secure a bit of more momentum when it comes to day 2 and carry on until the last few days. So we're waiting.
Team match, let's go.
First point for the red team. Dead. Reloading. No mercy! Cover me! Killing spree for the red team! The red team is in the lead. Enemy down! No mercy! Reloading! Cover me! Expired! I need a weapon. Reloading! Target down! Cover me! No mercy! Reloading! Dead!
Be careful, you're losing the game.
The red team is about to win! Half of the match is over, and the red team is in the lead.
Red team victory.
Circle till the end of it. Digital Athletics, I'm surprised how fast they got wiped out. Well, Silas the last one to remain in that very small hut. The rest of the teams are being wiped up the moment the circle shift, and that forced them to get cramped up and got bumped into another team. Well, Alpha, I have to say, Navi taking the fight so well. Alpha got the advantage before. In footballies, they have been dodging as much fight as possible, trying to get big rotations, make sure they will survive. And this was the Nate Power Copal. Power Triple 8 Copai just went rampage, I say. If he had just had the guts to finish off the whole team, he'd probably get the kill for himself.
Yeah, that drainage, it is either a make or break for whoever will take the drainage. So it could break if a good nade comes in like what we saw just now and eliminate an entire team, but it could make it as well because it gives you a lot of cover and a lot of teams cannot catch you until the final few moments. So that leaves room for teams like Navi who held strongly in the drainage. They fought it through and there are no other teams that can interrupt or can be. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a recap of our round number 1 and my goodness, Choo, what an explosive round. It's just round now. I can't wait for 6 more rounds today.
Yep, next one is going to be Mirama. It's either make it or break it for these teams. They played so well in Erangel, but will it be the same fate for Mirama? We do know Mirama, when it comes to the terrain, that's where it gets really tricky. Not much coverage, but a lot of pits and also higher grounds to take. But the question is where the circle will be, because just now we do see some teams are quite familiar with the circle rotations. They take advantage of it. Some of them are dodging all the way into the last few circle like footballists until they needed to fight. Some teams like to count the times, Cloud. I noticed that they want to avoid as much fight as possible until maybe the 5th phase or the 4th phase, then only they rush in if they need to fight. Some of them wait until the last few circles, then only they show themselves, taking a longer rotation just to avoid it. It's not actually a bad strategy, but at the same time, we're talking about the format. The point system this time is not the same as before. If you want to topple off the chart, if you want to take number 1 spot, you have to follow your gut and shoot somebody down since the start of a game.
Correct. That's why prime position is going to be really important. If you can kill still, go ahead. That is just a game. And if any team were to be salty about it, I'm so sorry, but it's about adaptation to the meta, because current meta is all about kill stealing away. If you can have a big damage output but you can't secure the kills, it's as good as not getting anything. So might as well do the other opposite. You don't need to spend too much on getting damage output, but you can secure the number of kills. Why not? Have a go at it, ladies and gentlemen. And I must say, and of course, watching this from a viewer's perspective before this is an amazing stage. But now I get to say it on broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is an amazing stage. Wow. Kudos to the production team for putting this up.
You're in Dubai right now. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I can feel like, I feel like I'm in Dubai, right? Yeah.
You are right now.
Yeah, Abu Damansara.
Yeah.
And you must be at Wangsa Dubai.
That's very true. But nevertheless, you guys are watching. This is your tournament too. You might just take away 150k USD or even a couple of new shiny brand new phones here today. We have a lot of phones, 5, maybe more than 5, maybe 10. OnePlus 8T is also OnePlus Buds. Just as long you comment in the comment section below, hashtag PMGCX1Plus in the live chat. And make sure you drop beautiful comments as well, so we'll drop the support for your team.
Yep. Keep putting support for your team, because I'm really sure during the break time, the players will definitely have a peek at the comment section and be their 5th player, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we will be jumping into the next game, and our next game is in Miramar. This will be game number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, our teams will be prepped up, and soon the flight will begin. Where will it begin? Where will it end? Where will the circle start? Where will the circle finish? This will be questions that will be answered here, ladies and gentlemen. But 10 more seconds until our flight. And I believe our captain has a message. Let me patch you up to the captain. And here we go, captain. Take it away.
Welcome everyone on flight Miramar 002. This is your captain speaking. The weather looks amazing and we are expecting to land soon. Do take with you some popcorns and Mountain Dews. So sit back and enjoy the PMGC finals. Thank you.
Game number 2, Miramar. Let's go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The flight path is going to begin from prison all the way to Campo Militar. A balanced flight path. This flight path, everyone can go anywhere.
Oh man, it's coming up from Voldemort up to Campo Militar and it's separating the map equally even, and I'm liking this kind of flight path because everybody, every single team, every single player can drop to anywhere they want. So by the way, we're talking about Minas Del, so probably going to be some teams dropping in here. I have to say, the teams that like isolated islands or places that nobody went to or nobody goes to, kind of playing it too safe. We're talking about I do know Aerowolf do prefer to play the healing game back then, but I'm not hoping them to play in the grand finals. Hopefully they can stand up and step up their game to make sure they get footage of killing. Usually they got wiped out by another.
Them winning this. Cornina percent. Team Secret. A fairly big gap. 4 AM, 7.7%. So yeah. Who takes the tactically, they have a big advantage. Thai teams, they have of Miramar.
But I do know. Notice a football, any possibility that our same history gonna be repeating here if Navi, what happened in Erangel in spot. From how the teams that like to study these teams, okay, they like to drop, they purposely drop nearby to force the engagement.
Yeah, they probably do that because, but then again, there's few areas that it look like there are a couple of teams there, but Pound is and how. Of the terrain, 2 halves of a tier. But ladies and gentlemen, overall standings, whereby Navi 6 points managed to overtake K. 76. And Navi, not the top 3 during the league stages, but now
Yep, they learning and learning from what these guys have been growing from bottom below. We're talking about since the qualifiers, regionals, and then up to the grand finals, the world stage here, and they have to put every much time to bluff around. Stuff. I'm not sure is Bigatron using the same player. Micro boy? No, is it the time? I think this is the time for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, probably not have proven themselves with that format at such a big stage. Not sure yet. We have yet to see whereby. Bigatron Red Aliens, unfortunately, they didn't do too well. I'm waiting to see later on for the original round. We'll need to wait and see. And I don't really having Liquid in the side is a good choice. We need a couple of games.
Well, the thing is, it's not bad sub players or gonna be. Wait for it, we're gonna jump into Navi Tixi. Total damage 11 kills to 4 meters. Standards that have to be met by all the teams that competing here today. So far is 1,000. Nova. Have we witnessed any 2000?
Not that I recall the bigger numbers that we have. First game of day number 2, Matoy. Doing some scouting work here right in front of him. Sure he doesn't get spotted out. And his teammates not too sure where he is because it...
Playing peekaboo. You see me, I see you. Gonna open fire just yet. And Bigatron is finding a new the twins. One over here. His the support for the team with 24%. You should see this guy firsthand when it comes to face when they were trying. They are not slack enough at all. When they need to fight, they are debating about their strategy in games and having his thoughts out there. But he's a very nice guy, by the way. He's really nice, one of the friendliest guy there is. But back about what Rob says, they're not performing quite well in the first game now, but stepping off against Biggest Con is being connects a bit, but not knocking down any members of Big Bigatron yet. Leon, I have to say, he exposed himself way too much in terms of his position, and that is not great because they might rush in if they want to for Bigatron. They are really hungry for points here since they are at the bottom 16.
And Dion with a level 1 helmet. Not a good idea to pick too long. But nevertheless, I did notice that Liquid is in the lineup this time for Bigatron Red Aliens. So they're going to stick with their lineup from game number 1. Coming into game number 2, Micro Boy will be taking a break. And now we move over to Nova XQF. But I would say as a fan favorite as well. But so far, even on the league stages, okay, yeah, they managed to go to the finals. Oh, hang on, that thought for a second. Looks like Matoy has been knocked out by Hasaki, and Matoy will be the first one in this round to be eliminated. Hasaki, first blood for himself and for 4 a.m.
Nah, playing peekaboo way too much for Matoy kind of cost him his life there, while Rex being left out in the open, praying he will not be spotted out by any members of 4 a.m. and got lucky. But Hasaka is not done yet. He knows something is up. He's walking right in front of. Oh no, Rex! He got discovered probably, but they didn't spot him just after. Did you see? Look! He's running across! Oh no! They just passed him!
What?
It's sorry! How come nobody spot Rex?
What? What sorcery is this? What? Did Rex borrow an invisible cloak from old boy? What is this? Nobody saw it. The entire 4 a.m. squad is all around Rex, but nobody sees him.
He's Herrick Potter, okay? He got invisibility close, but not done yet for Marvel. It's time for that against fight for Power Trooper 8. They are trying to get the revenge with that grenade. But now 4 a.m. taking the kill on Rex finally after such a long time. Nobody spot him out, but it's going to be Power Trooper 8 next to fight against 4 a.m. They discovered they heard the shots just now. They kind of exploit the positions. In the meantime, Navi trying to get into the elevated grounds. Meantime, "4 a.m. is just across the hill."
Okay, I am still speechless about the Rex thing. But, but finally 4M, they found him and they took him off. Oh, my goodness, what did he do there? What sorcery is this? Nevertheless, Rex, unfortunately, will be taken out, and now Team Secret, 2 team members. While Power AAA, 3 team members, the rest of them, everyone is still intact.
Oh my god! That's how he got knocked down. When you actually have to face the world right in your face. That's what happens. What you're gonna see. So never repeat that in real life, guys. You don't want to.
Oh, not at all. And the moment the screen switched to the replay, I was like, whoa, right smack into my face. But yeah. So, but good for 4 a.m. They managed to secure 2 early points from Team Secret. Looks like they're in the same compound as another team, DA as well as RRQ. So far, looks like RRQ, Athena have KDA surrounded a little bit, but KDA, they have Salim. Looks like he's going to go for a little bit of a flag here, trying to get that.
I don't know. We've seen this before. If you're being cowering into the compound way too long and you are not courageous enough to step out of the compound to take a pic or even get any information for the team, you will go nowhere. We've seen that before. And then what happened to DJ Athletics in the previous game? They were trying to cower into one spot, but luckily, like you mentioned, Salim is actually in the higher ground, trying to bait it out. Where are the whereabouts of RQ? But jumping into Team Secret, I shot, they already lost Smart Toy before. So can they sustain here? Well, G9 is doing the same, just how Digital Athletics Salim does. He's going for the higher ground, taking the highest mountain ever, and making sure he got a wide vision of field to see all the whereabouts, information relayed back to the teams. While Kang, though, actually got himself quite an upgrade of loot. Look at that. The guild really plays a big part here.
Absolutely. Well, with that ghillie suit, that's the real invisibility cloak, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, Potato looks like he's been taken. Yeah, that's the real one. Potato has been taken out with a long-range shot there. I believe it was from Kangzo. And I think the last time I saw Potato from afar, I think it was outside of the zone. So with the pressure from the zone as well. And oh yeah, here we go. So it's GZ actually putting a lot of pressure on the Potato. No vehicle outside the zone, and unfortunately he'll be out, and that also means that his team Aerowolf will be playing with 3 team members.
No, the potatoes turned into fries. If you ask me, he got bent down. That's what happened. But yeah, you don't want to get segregated way too much from the team. If you get separated, this is a huge map. The biggest there is 8 by 8 kilometers with almost 90% of land ratio only. Where you need your vehicles, you need all the eyes. But I don't know what happened to Hazelnut. Apparently, it got ambushed by Team Secret Kenzo. Secret Gen taking the fight. Kanina Power against Nova, but Digital Athletics? That's very athletics of you to have that very, very big move, but they are okay. But that's going to be almost explosive buggy very soon.
10 points for an explosive show, ladies and gentlemen, that they put on for us. and now they're in the same compound as the rest of 2 team members of Team Secret, but they are not moving at all. But hang on a second. So Cool Boy has been knocked down in another location. Looks like Power Boy putting a little bit of a pressure onto the other side, but Cool Boy has been finished off as well. Power Boy, the only one here in the mountains of San Martin. And Power Boy is probably going to go back to his team now. A1 Esports, Dante taking a couple of shots there, but not a big deal for him. He can recover himself.
If you notice this time, Cloud, there's so many teams I'm not sure are they actually scouting or they're playing as 1-1-1-1 formation. We've seen that way back then when it first started out for PMCO. It was like one of the first big leagues back then for PUBG Mobile, but I'm not sure if it still applies here today, especially due to Athletic Silence, the only person here right now. They do have a couple of members behind them, but I am surprised they didn't spot out Team Secret members right at the corners of the compound. Yuhai staying so quiet. He's more than ready to take out the fight. We heard shots being fired, but will it be them taken down first? Is that Anchan taking on Silos? They got one kill. They have more members, but they didn't actually clear out the information from this compound. They walked right in. It bites them back in the back.
Well, surprise, surprise, and there you go. Now Yuhai as well as iShots, they need to defend this compound against 3 more team members from KDA. Can they actually do it? And if we look at the alive bit on the right side of the screen, Arrowwolf, they are tanking out the blues. So they are probably going for their strategy of what we have known them to be, whereby they enter to the blue really at the later stage. And now the circle looks like it's going to be a hard shift towards the left side of the map.
All the west, all the way, and it's gonna be nobody's land because apparently only a couple of teams in there, while the others who are not in the circle. Good luck, have fun having that journey. It's gonna be a tough one, especially those on the area of San Martin, because apparently everybody who's passing by will get shot by Nova XQF for having the higher grounds, who's staying on top of that mountain. While we have Celine just now kind of segregated from the teams, we do see a couple of airdrops right across them, but it's not going there. But oh boy! Oh boy, he's not that old. He's probably seems to be an old boy, but you know what? He is marvelous.
Yep, old boy. Gotta change his name to old boy. Oh yeah, oh boy. But looks like Arrowwolf is the first team to be taken out from this round. We didn't see much action again from Arrowwolf, like what you mentioned earlier, Choo Choo. So it's gonna be hard to say how their play style is just yet. But then again, here we can see that Jimmy. Oh wow, what a nice shot there, taking out Joker.
Jimmy and Joker used to be friends. Now they no more, and one goes down. And now we have one Nova. Order will be taking a lot of covers from that smoke, pop quite a number of it, while Joker will be revived by Leon. They need to make it fast because we do know they will not be alone, but maybe they will be. Only these 2 teams, but one more team seems to be having another U-turn, while now the old boy still going for the taps. This is crazy. He never stopped moving. Everything that moves, he shoots. And now Frozen with the Moncrief Uzi from Community Power trying to spot where is Matic? Navi, they have to leave Matic behind. He's alone fighting so many teams behind there. And while ROG taking down another member, 4 AM fired by Frozen here. Look at that sprint coming out from Frozen on top of the hill. They just jumped in and got suppressed by another team entirely as the bonfire. On Matic finally finished off. Nobody can help him at that point.
Ooh, wow, check that out. Swan with the tapping from the Mini 14, taking out Frozen. And Gangster have been knocked out by Gina in another angle. And now Axer looks like he'll take out another one there, but then he's out right in the open. Now Swan really just putting a lot of pressure on the side on Navi as well as Cornina Power. And now Swan really has his crosshair onto the side of Cornina Power. Man, they wish they would have their black horses right now so they can get away from this. But a lot of pressure coming in. At the same time, Yuhai taking out one team member of Navi. Gonzo have been taken out as well.
Oh, feels bad for Community Power. They just arrived. They have so many teams around them. Every single angle is going to be a 360 fight for them. Look at Gonzo, Axer, charged by 4 AM. On the other side, we have also Alpha 7 on the high ground as well. And Navi, mind you, that around that corner too. So Gonzo, that's a 9 by Cirque. That grenade is huge. He got one more. Casually shifting the spray on the left side. Oh, I got one team kill. One might as well get one more here. You know what? Because I have the time, I can. That's just crazy coming out from 4 AM just now.
Because I'm angry. That's their message to the world. Previously, they didn't do well, and now they're back in with a bang. Just look at this. Already 5 kills for 4 AM, and just look at the level of aggression they're playing. And now we're moving on to Bigotron Red Airless. Looks like Zuxi is in trouble. 40% of health left, but he's going to toss out a net onto A1 Esports. And at the same time, Abrupt Slayers, Leon is trying to get a couple of kill steals. Can he actually secure those kill steals?
Interesting view just now, but maybe the cameraman just tripped off. But back to Bigatron, now tossing the nade. They have 4 men well and alive, and Liquid is still playing for this round. Sinister is really got cramped out into one angle. He cannot make himself out. In the meantime, the blue zone will arrive in 50 seconds. So Sinister, I'm not sure how you're gonna get out, but good luck, bro. Seems like he has no vehicles for himself as well. It's gonna be the fifth circle, taking away every single HP percent, and it's gonna be very painful. It's gonna hurt. And Abrupt Slayer's Charlie trying to find Joker. They will hop into the same buggy, but in the meantime, they have a lot of turrets. The geography is really hard for them to cross across. The Atlantis fighting against Secret Jin, taking one down. It's gonna be RIP for him for Team Secret Jin. 4 now, 1 member's down for Abrupt Slayer, still 4 members one alive. Baton taking down on RRQ. On the other side here, we have too many teams compact and just skirmish themselves into one corner on the southern side, eastern of the circle.
Oh yeah, it's really going to be so compact right now. And plus they're at the lower ground. At the same time, we can see that Gina has been taken out by Billy. These teams, they're at the lower ground, so they still need to move, definitely, because they're outside the zone at the same time. And being at the lower ground, man, it just doesn't make things any easier. But Nova SQF and PW 888, right now the smoke's been popped out. No more time. The zone will arrive shortly. And now Paraboy is going to toss out another nade. Can he land his nade nicely onto TT? But no! He didn't even manage to release the nade. And Paraboy has been taken out by Kopai. Kopai's forcing out an order. Is going to cook out another nade. And can that nade land? And can it be a Kobe? And now Kopai looks like he's in trouble. He's picked up, but he'll be finished up by Nova's in from Footballist. Actually, kill stealing it away.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a very salty one. The ball is just brought in the last minute from the sideline. And now Triple HTTT bowing down, last member with grenade kill also by Nova just now. But Footballers, you know what, whatever is at 1 point, it matters. And every single point is a dime. 2 teams eliminated back to back here, down to only 10 teams left, including Abrupt Slayers here in the top 10. Well, Nova! They just got a minor victory, but another 10th place for them based on first game. The second back-to-back 10th place for Nova SQF now.
Oh, and at the same time, Footballers looks like they'll be eliminated at 9th place as well. Those teams at the bottom of the hill, yeah, that's where they struggle. So that's why they were eliminated fairly earlier. At the same time, we can see that 4AM putting a lot of pressure onto Abrupt Slayers. So, wow, what a counter flyer taking out So. But then again, his teammates can picking up still. They are in a good position to do that. ROG Athena will be out at 8th place with 3 kills in the bag.
Looking at Bigatron seems to be having a bit of a momentum this time and today. While 4AM 2 members knocked down, but they have more than enough room for now to revive their mates here. 10 more seconds and the closure of the blue zone will wipe all the teams that have been knocked down outside of the circle. So they have to revive now. On the side of Abrupt Slayers, they still have 4 members well and alive, but Heaven, I'm not sure if he has any utilities for his HP, for his regeneration, because it's he's having a hard time. He does. He's okay for now. While Bigatron and ASL Abrupt Slayers are playing alongside of the hill, trying to abuse it. We have Secret Jin stuck in between. It's going to be 2K that's stuck there. World Digital Athletics right on top of them. We have 7 teams. So many teams being wiped out back to back within seconds only.
Yeah, it's just going crazy right now because we can see that the circle actually moves away from a lot of them from the right side of the map earlier. But Bigatron Red Alias, they're still in this. Leon putting pressure onto the side of Bigatron Red Alias, and Bigatron Red Alias, they are somewhat in the circle, but